In April 2017, at the age of 18, Skylar visits her OBGYN, and he tells her she's about 8 months pregnant. The baby's father, Trey Johnson, a boy she had previously dated. It's never been clear if Skylar in fact knew about her pregnancy prior to that visit. She didn't tell anyone about the baby, including neither Trey nor her parents. Skylar returns to her OBGYN's office, but to their shock, Skylar asks for birth control pills, and she doesn't have a newborn baby with her. What Richardson ends up telling her doctor would result in the police now getting involved.
I had the baby and I didn't.
Okay, hold on a second. When you say you had the baby, where were you?
I was in my bathroom. It just came out when I pushed and it was breathing. It didn't make any noises.
Skylar claims that she began experiencing severe cramps the night of her prom, a possible sign of going into labor. 2 nights later at her home, she says she gave birth to her baby all by herself without waking up her parents or brother. According to Skylar, though, this newborn, whom she named Annabelle, didn't survive.
Put her in my arms, I tried to hold her, and she's breathing. She doesn't have a heartbeat.
Were her eyes open or closed?
They were closed.
They were closed.
But Richardson still needed to keep this a secret. What she did next changed everything.
What do you do when you realize that she's not going to make it?
I have to bury her.
Investigators are left with a question. Did Skylar Richardson deliver a stillborn, or did she actually plan this out and kill her baby?
Did you ever hear a cry or a whimper?
I never meant to hurt her.
I understand that.
Am I going to be in trouble?
What's especially puzzling is what Skylar did after the night of the birth.
She starts going to the gym and working out, running on the treadmill, taking pictures of her stomach and sending text messages to her mom, showing her how she was losing weight and even talking about how she was going to get rid of that belly.
Then there were the internet searches.
I think the only thing I search is how to not have a baby or how to get rid of a baby, but...
At one point during her interview, Skylar's parents enter the room, and we get a further look into the Richardson family.
I'm so sorry, Mommy.
You could have just told us. What did they tell you?
I think they want to know if I killed it myself.
Yeah, you go to jail.
I didn't, though.
I know you're sorry. I'm not lying.
But I was completely honest to them.
But you lied to us. There's nothing.
You go to jail. It's in the papers. It's everywhere. The neighbors have already called me. Krista already called me, and I know she was telling me that they're digging up stuff in her backyard. You're going to be on the news. How do you think Mims and Paps and Bill and Janet will feel?
Please, you're supposed to support me. I didn't.
Skylar, I am supportive, but I'm just saying. Skylar, you're not going home with us.
Honey, don't start that.
Skylar, I'm telling you, it makes me sick. The cute little bag of popcorn you had, you'll never finish.
Honey, stop. Please stop.
No.
Do you have any idea how we feel?
Initially, it appears that the state's forensic anthropologist, Dr. Beth Murray, determined that Annabelle's bones showed signs of burning. While Skylar first denies this, she then seems to give in. Skylar's story of delivering a stillborn then falls apart as she reveals new details she didn't share in her first interview.
Why did she make a noise?
Make a noise? What kind of noise?
Maybe a little noise. It grew, but I didn't know if it was something else. I didn't think she was breathing, and I think I squeezed her too hard.
Okay.
I think I might have killed her. Okay. You guys killed her on purpose.
Richardson was charged with a series of offenses from aggravated murder to child endangerment. Her trial began on September 3, 2019, while the prosecution seemingly had strong evidence of planning, motive, lying to police, and even the defendant's own words caught on tape. The cracks in their case began to show. First, that evidence of burning wasn't so concrete as the investigators who interrogated Skylar initially thought. In email exchanges between Dr. Murray and the coroner, we learned she believed the bones may have been charred, and that she felt the prosecution was upset she wasn't more definitive. The coroner ultimately determined that Annabelle died as a result of homicidal violence, but what she couldn't say was how it happened. Then there were the interviews. Sure, Skylar said the things she said, but her defense team argued police manipulated her into a false confession.
Think about how proud Annabelle would be to have you as a mom for being honest about what happened.
This concept of coercion and an innocent, naive girl was compounded by testimony regarding Skylar's dependent personality disorder and health issues.
She absolutely has to go. She absolutely has to go to jail now. Yeah.
Prosecutors say that when she was 18 years old, Richardson deliberately killed her baby after giving birth to her in secret. The government pointed to text messages, internet searches, and Skylar's own admission that she buried and maybe even burned Annabelle's remains. The defense argued the baby was a stillborn and that their client was manipulated by police into providing a false confession. It was a trial watched and argued over by many, but it was up to the jury to decide Richardson's guilt.
With regard to count one, we, the jury in the above captioned case, find the defendant, Brooke Skylar Richardson, not guilty of the offense of aggravated murder.
In the end, after 4 hours of deliberations, the jury acquitted Richardson of the most serious charges, but they did convict her of gross abuse of a corpse.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would do anything and above that you ask, and I understand, and I just wanted to say how sorry I was. I can sometimes be selfish, but I would like to think that I've become better in the knowledge that I've upset everyone and hurt so many people with what I've done, and I'm forever sorry, and I'm so sorry.
Judge Oda didn't sentence Skylar Richardson to prison, but rather 3 years probation. Richardson appeared again in Judge Oda's courtroom the following year for her probation hearing.
I suffer a lot in silence, and I do show remorse, and I am very sorry, and I hurt a lot, but I have been.
Oda ended Richardson's probation 2 years early.
This is a low-level felony. You have no prior criminal history. You are employed. You are going to college. And there is no reason for me to invest the time and resources of my probation department in supervising you.
Skylar Richardson walked out of that courtroom as a free woman, but she is a convicted felon, and she'll never be able to escape what happened.